In the world of anime, there's nothing quite like a rage moment. Those spine-chilling scenes where a calm, composed character finally snaps, unleashing raw emotion and overwhelming power. Whether it's a heartbreak of losing someone they love or witnessing injustice push to the brink, these moments ignite a fire that even the strongest villains can't withstand. From Tanjiro's fiery Hinokami transformation to Gon's soul-crushing descent into darkness, these scenes didn't just shake the story, they shattered the internet. These are the top 10 anime rage moments of all time, where fury turns into unforgettable power. Because sometimes, it's not the strongest character that wins, it's the angriest. 10. Tanjiro vs. Kotaro, Demon Slayer, Entertainment District Arc. This wasn't just a fight. It was a heart-pounding, soul-crushing moment of pure desperation. Tanjiro, battered and barely standing, faced off against Kotaro with every ounce of rage and resolve burning in his veins. With his sister Nezuko in danger and the city in ruins, he had no choice but to push past his limits. His eyes screamed pain, his breathing ragged, yet he moved like a warrior possessed. The animation? Flawless. The soundtrack? Chilling. Every slash, every scream, every second felt like a high-speed roller coaster on fire. This wasn't just Tanjiro swinging a blade. This was a boy turning into a demon slayer fueled by fury and love. A moment so intense, it grabbed the fan by the throat and refused to let go. Tanjiro's rage in the scene isn't just memorable, it's unforgettable. Nine. Sukuna vs. Maharaga, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. When Jujutsu Kaisen dropped this episode, the anime community erupted. Sukuna, fully unleashed while inhabiting Yuji's body, faced off against Maharaga, the ultimate Shikigami known for adapting to any attack. This wasn't just another fight. It was a full-blown display of dominance. Sukuna's overwhelming presence, sinister smirk, and complete mastery of domain expansion had fans watching in awe. His every move radiated godlike power, as if the laws of Jiu-Jitsu themselves bent to his will. Maharaga's terrifying adaptability made him a perfect opponent, but Sukuna's final attack, obliterating everything with celestial slash, left fans speechless. The animation was mind-blowing, Mappa's best yet, and the tension never let up. This wasn't just peak Jujutsu Kaisen. It was one of the greatest anime fights ever animated. Sukuna vs. Maharaga didn't just break the internet, it obliterated it.
領域展開
空間を分断しない結界を閉じず聖徳領域を具現化すること
8. Naruto taps into Kurama's wrath, Naruto Shippuden. Few moments in anime history hit as hard as when Naruto lost control and unleashed the Nine Tails during his battle with Pain, after witnessing Hinata step in and protect him, and nearly lose her life in the process. Something inside Naruto snapped. Overwhelmed by grief, anger, and helplessness, he gave into the power he had fought to suppress his entire life. Tale after tale erupted as Kurama's chakra consumed him, transforming Naruto into a monstrous, rage-fueled force of destruction. With each transformation, the stakes climbed higher. Fans were stunned as the sixth tail emerged, his skin burned away, and his form twisted into something demonic. This wasn't just a power-up. It was a raw explosion of emotion and a visual spectacle that electrified the anime community. Social media exploded with reactions, fan art, and breakdowns. This scene proved Naruto's emotional depth and reminded everyone, even heroes have breaking points.
Is that all you've got? Not bad.
7. Ichigo's Hollow Awakening, Bleach. In one of Bleach's most unforgettable moments, Ichigo Kurosaki was pushed beyond his limit when Ulquiorra impaled him and left Orihime crying out in despair. That cry shattered the final threads of Ichigo's humanity. In an explosion of raw emotion and untamed fury, Ichigo's inner hollow took full control, transforming him into a feral, mask-wearing beast. What came next wasn't a battle. It was a brutal, terrifying execution. Okuiora, the cold and calculated Espada, found himself completely overpowered by Ichigo's monstrous form. Every swing of the blade dripped with vengeance. The music, the animation, the tension, it all culminated in one of the most rage-filled transformations in anime history. Fans flooded the internet with reactions, breakdowns, and theories, trying to process this shocking twist. Even years later, this scene continues to dominate Bleach discussion forums. It wasn't just a power-up. It was Ichigo losing himself to rage, and we loved every second of it. Six, Vegeta's rage against Beerus, Dragon Ball Super. This wasn't just rage, this was legendary pride unleashed. When Beerus laid a hand on Bulma, Vegeta didn't hesitate for a second. He didn't think. He didn't calculate. He moved. In an explosion of raw fury and love, the Scion Prince went toe-to-toe with the literal god of destruction. And not just that, he landed blow after blow, pushing back a being everyone else had feared. For a split second, Vegeta wasn't just fighting. He was dominating through sheer willpower alone. Fans who had waited years to see Vegeta truly unleash himself were rewarded with a moment so iconic, it sent shockwaves through the entire Dragon Ball fandom. This wasn't just about power levels. It was about protecting family, about pride, and about the fiery spirit that defines Vegeta at his very core. Absolutely spine-tingling. 5. Yuji Itadori's explosive rage after Junpei's death, Jujutsu Kaisen. Few anime rage moments hit as hard as Yuji Itadori's devastating reaction to Junpei's tragic death at the hands of Mahito. What began as a hopeful connection between two isolated souls quickly spirals into despair when Junpei, manipulated and mutated, dies right before Yuji's eyes. The sheer heartbreak in that moment sends Yuji spiraling into a fury unlike anything we'd seen from him before. His anguished screams cut deep, and when the tears dry, they're replaced by a burning determination to annihilate Mahito. The raw emotion, paired with intense choreography and haunting music, made this scene one of Jujutsu Kaisen's most viral and talked about moments. It wasn't just a turning point in the series, it was a defining moment for Yuji's character, proving that his kindness isn't weakness but the foundation of his strength. This scene cemented him as one of the most relatable and emotionally complex shonen protagonists in recent anime. For Shigeo at 100% Rage, Mob Psycho 100. Imagine bottling up every emotion for years, fear, pain, sadness, frustration, and then releasing all in one explosive moment. That's exactly what happens when Shigeo, better known as Mob, hits 100% rage in Mob Psycho 100. Normally calm, reserved, and emotionally repressed, Mob tries his best to avoid conflict and keep his immense psychic powers in check. But when someone he cares about is hurt, all that self-control vanishes. And what follows is nothing short of a supernatural cataclysm. The animation becomes wild and unhinged, mirroring the storm inside Mob's heart. Buildings crumble, the earth shakes, and psychic energy tears through everything in his path. It's not just a fight. It's an emotional eruption that turns into pure chaos. This scene isn't just one of the most visually stunning in anime. It's a gut punch of raw emotion and uncontrollable power that leaves a lasting impact long after the dust settles. Three, Denji's Chainsaw Rampage, Chainsaw Man.
頭んチェーンソーが残ってるからね。
バカが。
When Denji goes head-to-head with Katana Man in the climactic finale of Chainsaw Man Season 1, it's more than just another flashy fight. It's a blood-soaked outburst of rage fueled by loss. After the devastating and emotional sacrifice of Emino, Denji doesn't just want to win, he wants payback. With his chainsaws revved and his heart burning, Denji dives into one of the most brutal and unhinged anime battles in recent memory. The fight is explosive, kinetic, and unrelenting, showcasing Mappa's signature high-octane animation and bone-crunching choreography. The raw emotion and savage creativity behind Denji's assault struck a nerve with viewers, instantly going viral across social media. The blend of heartbreak, adrenaline, and revenge made this moment a standout not just in Chainsaw Man, but in all of 2022's anime. It's a perfect storm of style and substance, proving that sometimes rage makes the most unforgettable moments in anime history.
俺はまだ死んでねえぞ。
さあ、こが。
2. Gon's monster transformation, Hunter x Hunter.
終わってもいい。ありったけを。
In episode 131 of Hunter x Hunter, the anime world witnessed one of the most haunting rage transformations in history. When Gon realized that Kite was truly dead and gone, all hope within him shattered. But instead of a noble power-up, we got something far more terrifying. Driven by grief, guilt, and pure hatred, Gon sacrificed his own life force, his very future, for power. His body aged rapidly, muscles swelled, hair stretched to the skies, and his once bright eyes turned hollow with vengeance. What followed was a merciless, bone-chilling beatdown of Neferpitou, a royal guard who couldn't even react in time. This wasn't just an epic anime moment. It was a psychological gut punch. The animation, the music, the silence before the storm, it all collided into a scene that flooded social media, sparked endless debates, and earned Gon's transformation a legendary status. It's not a power-up. It's a downfall, and fans will never forget it. One, Levi's Origin Rage, Attack on Titan No Regrets, OVA. Before he was a cold, calculated captain we all fear and love, Levi was just a thug from the underground. But when he lost his closest friends to a savage abnormal titan, in episode 2 of the No Regrets OVA, something inside him snapped. What followed wasn't just combat. It was raw, furious vengeance. Levi let out a guttural scream, the kind that echoes pure heartbreak and rage, before launching himself at the Titan with a speed and ferocity that was almost inhuman. Blades tore through flesh, blood splattered through the trees, and the Titan stood no chance. This moment marked Levi's transformation. Grief forged into purpose, rage sharpened into lethality. It wasn't just a fight. It was a birth of humanity's strongest soldier, defined by pain and precision. In just a few devastating seconds, Levi carved his name into anime history. So there you have it, the top 10 anime rage moments that truly broke the internet. These scenes go beyond action. They tap into something primal. Rage in anime isn't just about yelling louder or hitting harder. It's about the emotional stakes, the transformation, and the storytelling that leads to that moment. Which one gave you goosebumps? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell for more anime fire every week.